Right next to that expired subway punch card in Dad's wallet. Right next to that expired subway punch card in Dad's wallet.
Interlocks mirror. Check 1, 2. That's what we're doing out there tonight. We got a little show for you. I'm Corey Cashworth. I'll take you to hell. Your honor as well. Interlocks mirror. I'm double eyes. Circles mirror. Circles mirror. Circles mirror.
There was a fountain. We have pictures on. We took film inside and all the stuff like that. And we have photos of that. There's a fountain that was from, I think it was 1677. So that's a few years after it started, probably right when they started hunting this guy. And heavy woods outside the castle and beautiful landscapes, mountains. It's just amazing. And then you hear some of these stories of what happened in there. And you come down there and you actually get to see the torture chamber where they have people on the wheel, where they simply would pull their spines apart,
Wow.
Just more and more and more and say this and that. There was the spike that stands up almost 2 meters tall that would put people out. It goes up their ass and then they just put them down till it comes out their mouth. I mean, you see that it's just all the real stuff that people died on there. It's there. The real stuff is there. And you just, oh my God, I can't believe it. This is I'm looking at these things happen here, the little extra rooms where they would shove them into, where there's no light in them, the chains and with all kinds of restrictions on there, the things where you would you put them, they sit there with their hands and legs through, and some of it would have sat outside. Right next to it, there was like the justice chamber, you can call it, where there is this big desk and there's a giant cross standing on the desk. Right in the middle, so you would stand there and talk around the cross kind of to the Witchfinder General, and there would have been guards. There must have been guards there too, but that's where justice was dealt. I mean, there was a sword lying there, and you could actually see both sides of it on photos of it. But the sword was there, and on one side there was engraved a gallows, and the other had a wheel on it. So it was not a matter of are you innocent or not. No, you were always guilty when you got to that room. Yeah. It was just a matter of how are you going to die.
Oh, shit.
Either we put you up and hang you, or we put you on the wheel over right here, and then we stretch you apart. That's the two ways you have. And they would spin. The guy would spin this sword, and then gain whatever side was up. Okay, gallows. It's just the coldness of the whole thing. The complete. What's it called? Like the
just the evil.
Life didn't matter, not at all. I mean, the guard, the guy told us that this sword, I have to have it in the lyric. I have to mention. I'll call it the sword of justice. it has to go into that new part that I'm going to write here in the next couple of days, so that the song is completely finished when we start the tour here, and I can sing the full proper version. That has to go in there. Maybe a couple of other things that I had not done yet, but I want to change what I had done and I thought was maybe going to be the final version because of these last things we saw there, you know. But we have film of all this stuff. We have photos of it, all the real stuff there from down there, and it creeps me out. The other day I said, I have some more stuff I need to read about it. There was some special stories. Believe it or not, at different times, I don't know if it was before or after, but some of the people that lived there were suddenly accused of being werewolves. And some of those were burned at the stake. One woman was burned. That was by a different, I don't think that was that period, but it was a different period, but the same place. Was accused of having flown on a broomstick to the Sabbath, you know, and was burned at the stake. There was, so as far as I read there, as my understanding was, there was the guy as well said that there was one specific bishop that had killed over 2,000 women there in his time. He was got very, very busy and very into his cleansing process there, you know. But one of the things that people that was around that the castle and living there would have been things going on around it too. If people did not do the sign of the cross, you know, ding, 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 and then said whatever it is they have to say, if someone spotted them not doing that, they would tell the Witchfinder General right away that, hey, I saw Mrs. Gilbert did not do that, and her husband did neither, you know. They would be taken immediately down to the chamber and they would chop the 2 fingers off that they should have used. No questions asked, practically.
Wow.
Just like, and that's what the Jagger Stats book has a lot to do with, because this, I haven't even told you the horror of that, you know, but they were killing 100, I think it was 37 people in those hunts for the jackal. They were hunting the jackal in these forests, you know. They believed there was a kind of a human in jackal shape that was the devil's own making, you know, that was living right there, and that had fled, and it was the one that his mom had, you know, told them that she had also seen. But suddenly it became that, oh man, now again, it's been a little while since I read this stuff, but I believe there was 108 of the 137 were children. They killed between 10 and 14, killed, burned at the stake, hands chopped off, you know, hung, whatever. I mean, some of them would have lost things before they burned them alive. Just absolutely crazy, insane stuff, and all in the name of the Lord at that time. And it's just unbelievable. And the feeling when you are there, it's like it in your gut. You just feel it. I feel it now, just thinking about it. And yesterday, I sat and went through all the pictures we had. I happened to come upon them. I was looking for something else. And it's like I couldn't stop looking at it forth and back. And I was like, oh my god, I can't believe this. I simply can't believe it. But that place is so powerful, like that Musam Castle there. And inside, it's very nicely set up. It has furniture and things from different time periods, but there is that real part when you get down to that. It's like, this is the real stuff. This is where these things were done.